Chosen one, your time of awakening is over. It's time to use your powers. Have you felt a strong pull inside you lately, like something just clicked, but you can't put your finger on it? Maybe your dreams are clearer, or you keep noticing little signs that feel too perfect to be random. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. The universe is calling you to stand up as a spiritual warrior, to use what you've learned and step into your true strength. This isn't by chance, it's your moment to act. Join us as we dive in 6 signs that show it's time to use your power. The first one will leave you stunned, but before that, subscribe and follow us for more contents like this. Number 6, you no longer seek validation. You trust your inner wisdom. You used to look outside yourself for every answer. Whenever you made a choice, you would pause and wonder what others might think. You might have scrolled through social media. You might have studied horoscopes, shuffled tarot cards, or asked a trusted mentor for guidance because you felt safer with someone else's opinion. That was the old you, leaning on outside voices because you doubted your own. Now, something has shifted inside. Deep within, a gentle but firm voice speaks, guiding you toward what feels right. You've learned to pause, breathe, and listen as you did when you were a child, before doubts crowded your heart. When you feel that spark of knowing, you follow it without the old hesitation. No longer do you ask, is this the right move? Or will they approve? Instead, you trust that inner sense of direction. Trusting your inner wisdom did not appear overnight. It grew from tiny experiments with self-trust. Perhaps you decided one day to wear a color you loved, even though it felt bold. Or maybe you spoke your true feeling in a conversation that once would have felt too risky. When the outcome surprised you in a positive way, you felt a flicker of trust in yourself. Even when things didn't go perfectly, you saw mistakes as lessons rather than failures. Over time, those moments of curiosity and courage wove together, creating an unshakable belief that you are guided from within. You may still trust mentors or spiritual teachers, and that's perfectly fine. But you no longer depend on them as your sole source of truth. You have discovered that the real magic was inside you all along. Now, whenever you face a fork in the road, you take a deep breath, place your hand over your heart, and let your inner compass point the way. The outside world may offer many maps, but you know the path that fits your soul. This trust in yourself extends to how you speak and how others hear you. When you share an idea, your voice carries a calm authority. People feel your steadiness, even if they cannot name it. They sense that you speak from experience, from living the journey of doubt, discovery, and ultimately certainty. Your words land softly but firmly, as if you are handing someone a warm, guiding light. That same trust helps you set healthy boundaries with kindness. In the past, you might have said yes out of fear of disappointing someone or being left out. Now, you gently say no whenever something doesn't feel right. You recognize that honoring your own feelings is a gift to everyone around you because it models honest living. Your no carries respect, both for yourself and for others. Even in the midst of chaos, you carry a steady calm. When life gets hectic, you close your eyes, take a few slow breaths, and reconnect with that inner spark. It never fails to light your way. You have become a living example of what it means to trust oneself fully. The universe is sending you a clear message. You are ready. You have learned to stand on your own guidance, and now you are being invited to share that gift with the world. This does not require a perfect plan or a grand stage. It only asks that you step forward with courage, speak your truth with love, and shine your light where you stand. Every time you choose yourself, you inspire someone else to hear their own inner voice. This is just the beginning. The next sign will blow your mind. Number 5, you feel an urgent call to serve. There comes a stirring deep inside you, a soft yet insistent ripple that grows into a tide of knowing. You wake in the morning and sense that you cannot merely stand by while the world turns. A gentle ache fills your heart, urging you to reach beyond your own needs and touch the lives of others. It feels like a warm ember glowing in your chest, demanding to be fanned into flame. You can no longer sit quietly in your comfort. Every part of you feels alive with purpose, and the world is calling you to step forward and share what only you can give. This call to serve is not born from obligation or guilt, but from a place of deep compassion. You've seen your own wounds, and you felt the healing power of kindness. Now you long to be that balm for someone else's hurt. Perhaps you imagine writing words that shift minds, offering comfort to a stranger who reads them. Maybe you feel drawn to stand beside communities in need, lending your hands and your heart to causes that matter. Your every skill, whether it feels grand or simple, pulses with possibility. Even the smallest act of caring, listening with full attention or offering a genuine smile, becomes an act of service when you give it with an open heart. As you step into this new way of living, resistance begins to melt away. The fear that once whispered, "Who are you to help?" grows quiet under the steady drumbeat of your resolve. You remember the times you doubted your own worth, but those doubts no longer hold you back. You have crossed an invisible threshold where self-care and self-doubt give way to self-trust and generous action. You know that your voice matters, your presence matters, and everything you choose to share can ripple outward in ways you cannot yet imagine. This urgency to serve can take many forms, and you don't have to confine it to big, dramatic gestures. Service might look like a neighborly visit to someone who feels lonely. It could be the careful crafting of a meal shared with family, or the simple act of planting flowers to brighten a public space. It might be an honest conversation with a friend who needs support, or a gentle message to someone you admire, letting them know they are seen. Wherever you feel that spark of inspiration, follow it. Acting on those small nudges strengthens your confidence and deepens your connection to the larger whole. As you build this habit of service, something wonderful happens. You begin to see that by lifting others, you lift yourself. The warmth you share returns to you multiplied. You might find new friendships blossoming, or old ones deepening through acts of honest care. You will notice that when you give with authenticity, you spark a chain reaction of kindness in your community. Even the briefest moment of genuine connection can shift someone's day, perhaps even their life, in ways you will never fully know. This is the beautiful magic of service. It transforms both giver and receiver, weaving countless threads of love into the fabric of life. Remember that this call to serve is not a fleeting inspiration, but a sacred invitation. It arrives at just the right moment, when your inner growth meets the world's need. Trust that this urgency you feel is a universe aligning your gifts with the places that need them most. Do not wait for a perfect plan or for all the stars to line up. Begin with what you have, where you are, and let your heart guide you. Meanwhile, have you noticed things happen around you so fast recently? The next sign will tell you why. Sign number 4. Your manifestation speed has increased dramatically. You used to plant seeds of intention and wait weeks or months to see even a tiny sprout. Now you blink, and what you thought appears almost instantly. Maybe you found the exact quote you needed right after asking the universe for guidance. Or you picture a solution to a problem, and within minutes, someone offered exactly that help. It can feel like magic, but it's actually proof that your energy has shifted. The cosmic gears are turning faster, and you're at the helm. Once, you learned patience the hard way. You'd wish for a new opportunity, and then spend days hoping it would arrive. Now, you set your intention, sometimes as simply as whispering it to yourself, and watch it unfold before you've even finished the thought. A friend you've been missing calls you at the precise moment you were about to pick up your phone. A job posting you dream of shows up in your inbox less than an hour after you imagine it. What used to be slow-moving has become nearly instantaneous, and every quick yes from the universe is a test of your awareness. It's as if the cosmos is saying, "See what you can do with this power." Why is this happening? It's because your energy frequency has realigned with the source of all creation. You've cleared old blocks, self-doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs, and replaced them with trust and clarity. As you did your inner work, you strengthened the bridge between your personal will and the creative force of the universe. Now you're co-creating without friction. Your mind and your heart are in sync, and your desires flow seamlessly into reality. The speed of manifestation is a gift and a responsibility, because what you think and feel now ripples out more quickly than ever. You need to stay mindful. A passing worry can spin into an unwanted outcome almost immediately. If you let fear take center stage, you might accidentally call in more reasons to feel afraid. But if you catch that worry, breathe into it, and shift your focus back to positive possibility, you'll see things realign just as swiftly. Imagine you're driving and a song pops on the radio that matches your mood perfectly. You smile, feeling seen by the universe, and almost instantly your favorite road opens up ahead. No traffic, clear skies, effortless flow. That's a small taste of how it works in all areas of life. The cosmos mirrors your inner reality, speeding up whatever vibration you're holding strongest. So every moment becomes an opportunity to practice conscious creation. Let this rapid manifesting teach you a new level of presence. Notice how quickly things happen, and pause to appreciate the miracle of it all. When a thought comes into your mind, ask yourself, is this what I really want? If it feels good, let it ride. If it feels off, gently release it and invite a better feeling to take its place. You don't need elaborate rituals or complicated steps. Your own attention and intention are enough. At first, this acceleration can feel overwhelming. You might worry that you'll mess up by thinking the wrong thing. But remember, mastering the speed is part of your journey. Treat each moment as a chance to train your focus. When you notice a negative thought, catch it quickly. Offer yourself a kind pause, and then choose a thought that feels more expansive. Watch how swiftly your reality follows suit. Your increased manifestation speed shows that you have grown into your power. It means the universe trusts you with more creative authority. You've proven that you can handle small miracles, and now you're ready for bigger ones. You will begin to attract larger opportunities, deeper relationships, and more expansive experiences, often before you even realize you asked for them. Embrace this new pace with gratitude and caution. Celebrate each instant blessing, whether it's a kind message, a perfect idea, or an unexpected gift. Let every quick success remind you that you are a powerful co-creator. And whenever you catch yourself worrying, simply take a deep breath and choose again. The speed of your manifestations is your living proof that you have stepped beyond waiting and into instant creation. Honor this gift by staying aware of your thoughts, by cultivating joy in the small blessings, and by trusting that whatever you truly desire is already on its way, often at the very moment you call for it. Your power has grown, and the world eagerly awaits the wonders you will create. Number 3, the end of the healing phase. You remember what it felt like when a memory would hijack your day. A passing comment, a certain look, or a song on the radio could send you spiraling back into old hurts. You'd replay events in your mind, sharpening every slight until it hurt all over again. Those days are behind you now. Today, when a familiar trigger appears, you notice it and let it drift away, like watching a leaf float down a stream. You no longer react with anger, fear, or shame. Instead, you pause, breathe, and say in your mind, that was then, this is now. The tight knot of resentment that once lived in your chest has loosened. You find yourself forgiving more easily, sometimes in the very moment you remember a past pain. Without resentment, your spirit feels lighter. You carry your history as a gentle guide, not a burden. You visit the shadows of regret and anger, sat with them, and let them show you where you needed love. You thanked each wound for teaching you compassion. In that space of gratitude, The weight of those old emotions simply melted away. Now, you stand free of their pull. What this means: releasing emotional baggage doesn't mean forgetting what happened. It means you've removed its hold over you. You've swept away the debris that clogged your heart, leaving space for new growth. Where once there was fear of being hurt again, you now hold an open palm, ready to give and receive love without hesitation. With those blocks cleared, your energy flows freely. Picture a river running unobstructed over smooth stones. That is your life now, movement without resistance. Your thoughts and intentions sail smoothly from your heart into reality. You feel confident asking for what you need, and you trust that the universe will answer in its own perfect time. You may notice new ideas spring into life effortlessly. Dreams you shelved long ago come calling again, and you feel the courage to pursue them without the old voice of doubt whispering, "You're not good enough." That voice is gone, replaced by a steady inner cheerleader reminding you, "You deserve this." Your relationships transform too. With no hidden wounds coloring your interactions, you relate with fresh eyes. You give kindness without expecting something in return, and people respond with genuine warmth. Trust builds naturally because you no longer expect betrayal. You assume goodwill until proved otherwise. And most of the time, this simple shift draws out the best in others. Professionally, you find yourself taking on projects that once felt beyond your reach. You no longer hesitate at the thought of failure, because you know that even a setback is simply information, nothing more than a step in your growth. Your clear, unburdened energy attracts opportunities that align with your true calling. Doors open with surprising ease. Spiritually, your practice deepens. Meditation, prayer, or quiet reflection bring not only calm, but also insight. You move through rituals or routines without the need to prove yourself or chase some ideal outcome. You simply show up, open to whatever arises, and feel gratitude for each moment of connection. Most importantly, you carry a gentle kindness for yourself. You honor your limits, rest when you need to, and celebrate every small victory. You know that healing is both a process and a gift. Once it was urgent, now it's your daily way of living. You've passed the day of heavy lifting and entered the time of joyful creation. My dear, your journey through pain has brought you here to this bright space of freedom. Embrace each new moment, knowing that nothing from your past can weigh you down any longer. If you have stayed to this point, don't miss number 1. It might be what you're looking for. Number 2, you're having encoded dreams and visions. Your dreams now feel like assignments or previews of your mission. You fall asleep as usual, but wake up with vivid scenes still playing in your mind. Scenes that seem to hold clues rather than mere fantasy. You might dream of guiding someone through a dark forest, only to realize hours later that a friend needed your support. Or you see yourself launching a creative project before the idea even hits your waking mind. These dreams arrive fully loaded with details, images, feelings, even exact words that you know aren't random. Each morning, you awaken with fresh ideas, solutions to problems, or entire outlines for new creative projects. You might dream of a melody that turns into a song or a conversation that becomes the heart of your next article. Sometimes it feels like you're downloading blueprints directly into your subconscious. These nighttime visits aren't just entertaining stories. They're encoded messages from your higher self or the universe, guiding you toward your next steps. To make the most of these insights, you keep a dream journal by your bedside. As soon as you open your eyes, you reach for pen and paper and record every detail you can remember. Colors, voices, symbols, and emotions. Over time, patterns emerge. You notice that certain symbols appear whenever you face a major decision, or that a recurring character in your dreams represents a part of yourself ready to be expressed. Before you even get out of bed, you spend a few minutes in quiet meditation. With your journal open, you close your eyes and breathe deeply, asking for clarity on last night's vision. Sometimes a single phrase drifts into your awareness. Other times, a sudden insight or memory surfaces, shedding light on the dream's meaning. You learn to trust these moments of stillness. They are the bridge between the dream world and your waking life. As you grow more comfortable with this practice, you begin to recognize that your dreams and visions are not confined to night. During the day, you might experience a sudden flash of inspiration mid-conversation or while walking in nature. You realize that daytime visions and nighttime dreams are part of the same flow of guidance. You carry the sense that life itself is an unfolding canvas, with each dream and each moment of insight painting the next stroke of your path. This gift of encoded dreams and visions signals that you are moving into a deeper level of spiritual partnership. You're no longer just seeking messages. You're actively co-creating with the intelligence of the universe. Each dream you record, each meditation you sit through, strengthens your connection to that vast creative source. You find yourself carried by a growing confidence, knowing that even the most mysterious dream will eventually reveal its purpose. With this newfound clarity, you start acting on your dreams. You draft outlines for the project you visualized, experiment with themes you saw in your sleep, and share your ideas with trusted friends or collaborators. As you do, you notice that life adjusts around you to support these dream-inspired actions. Doors open more easily, conversations shift in your favor, and unexpected resources materialize. Number 1. Strangers are drawn to you for guidance. You probably notice it more than once. A stranger catches your eye and, before you know it, they're pouring out their worries or asking your advice. Maybe you were standing in line, waiting for coffee, when the person behind you shared a deep struggle without any prompting. You might find yourself on a bus with someone you've never met, and suddenly they're talking about their life's biggest challenge, as if you were a trusted friend. What's remarkable is that you speak the exact words they need to hear. You don't plan it or draw from some fancy script. You simply listen, feel what they feel, and offer guidance that lights them up with relief or hope. This magnetic effect isn't just coincidence. It's a sign that your energy has shifted into a new frequency, one that naturally attracts souls who need your unique wisdom. You've done the inner work to clear your own doubts and fears, and now your presence emits a warmth that others sense effortlessly. They don't know why they trust you instantly. They only know that you're calm, and your insights soothe them in that moment. You might even find that perfect phrase emerges from your lips before your mind fully processes it, as if you're channeling a gentle current of compassion and clarity. At first, you may have felt surprised or unsure how to handle these requests. You might have wondered, who am I to help this person? Or what if I give the wrong advice? But each time you follow that nudge to speak, you witness the impact of your words. Eyes light up, shoulders relax, tears turn into smiles. Those moments remind you that you are exactly who you need to be for someone else. Their gratitude, often expressed in a heartfelt thank you, lands in your heart like a soft bell, reminding you of your purpose. This isn't a role to shrink from. It's an invitation to step fully into your calling as a guide and mentor. You don't need special credentials or a polished resume. Your life experiences, your compassion, and your willingness to be present are all the qualifications you require. The universe places these people in your path because you have the gift of translating their confusion into clarity. As you embrace this flow, you'll notice opportunities to formalize your guidance. You might start offering a listening ear to friends who hesitate to ask for help. You could be inspired to host small gatherings, either online or in person, where people feel safe sharing their stories. You might begin writing short posts or sending gentle messages that touch hearts and nudge people toward healing. Remember that setting gentle boundaries is part of your true power. While it's wonderful to be there for strangers, you also need moments of rest and replenishment. If someone's story weighs heavily on your heart, pause, breathe, and send a blessing their way, mentally or with words, before returning to your own space. Protecting your energy helps you maintain the clear, calm presence that draws people in. These encounters with strangers are not random social experiments. They are sacred exchanges. Each person you help carries a spark of your wisdom back into their world. And that spark ignites a ripple of kindness and clarity far beyond your vision. You are a beacon in a sometimes confusing world, and your open heart guides others toward hope and purpose. So when a stranger leans in and you feel that gentle pull to offer guidance, trust it. Speak from your heart, listen with compassion, and let your words flow. Embrace this role. Mentorship is already part of who you are, and the world needs your light now more than ever. You've graduated, chosen one. The universe doesn't awaken those who aren't ready to change the world. Your powers are real. Your mission is now. Step forward. The world needs you. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe and follow us for more.